Okay, the second option for quadratic functions is when we give you the standard form. How do you know? You have parentheses. So let me write it first. It's going to be f of x equals 4 parentheses x minus 3 to the second plus 5. So here, the values we find are your a, that is 4, your h, you need to change its sign, so it's going to be 3, and k, that is 5. There's missing only b and c. So here, you don't need to complete anything because the square is completed. What you need to do is to expand your function. So it's f of x 4 plus 5. We need to expand this one. I'm going to do it here. The way to do it is just remember the special products, or that this means that you have x minus 3 times x minus 3. So we use FOIL. First, x times x, x squared. Outers, x times minus 3, minus 3x. Inners, minus 3 times x, minus 3x. And last, minus 3 times minus 3, plus 9. So at the end, what you have is x squared minus 6x. You add these two, plus 9. That is the same that the first time elevated to the second. Then the multiplication of these two times 2, minus 3 times x, minus 3x, times 2, minus 6x, plus the second term elevated to the second. So it's minus 3 elevated to the second is plus 9. So what you need to write inside is x squared minus 6x plus 9. Now, what you need to do is use distributive property. So it's f of x equals 4 times x squared, 4x squared. 4 times minus 6, minus 24x. And 4 times 9, plus 36, plus 5. At the end, you just need to add these two terms. So it's f of x equals 4x squared minus 24x. 36 plus 5 is 41. And you finish. So you got it here. F of x equals 4x squared. 4x squared minus 24x plus 41. So b is minus 24 and c is 41. So let's fill all the information needed. And the first one, the easy one, is the domain. Why? How? Because since we have vertical parabolas, it's gonna be always real numbers. Then the vertex. The vertex is h, comma, k. Your h is minus 3 here, so it's going to be 3. We need to change its sign, comma 5. Or you check here, 3, comma 5. Axis of symmetry is x equals your h value, and my h value is 3, or I can check it here, 3. X-intercept I need to calculate, and the y-intercept is when x equals 0, my y equals the c. Why? Because 0 elevated to the second is 0 times 4 is 0, minus 24 times 0 is 0, so the only number is missing is 41. Y equals 41. So it's my c value, that is 41. Then, the range. I know my parabola is going to open upwards. Why? Because the a is positive. So it's going to be from my k value, that is 5, comma, plus infinite, parentheses. So the only thing that is missing are the x-intercept and the graph. So let's start with the x-intercept. X-intercept is when y equals 0. Again, you have two options, your vertex form or your general form. I always use the vertex form. So for that one is 0 equals f of x is y, 4x minus 3 to the second plus 5. So I have the 5, I need to pass it to the other side. So it's going to be minus 5 equals 4x minus 3 to the second. Then I pass the 4. Minus 5 divided by 4 equals x minus 3 to the second. Then I pass the 2 or elevate it to the second. How? With a plus or minus square root of the number I have here, that is minus 5/4. And here, guess what? You have an imaginary number. That means that you don't have x-intercept. When you have a negative number inside of your radical, then it's imaginary. So what you need to write is none. So the only thing is missing here is the graph. How do I start? With my vertex. And this one is going to be 3. Here is 3. And here's 5. So 3, 5 is my vertex. That is going to be here. I know my parabola opens upwards. That's why we didn't have x-intercept. And my axis of symmetry, first, what you need to do is to draw a line here. And write axis of symmetry, x equals 3. Then, vertex, we already do that. We also axis of symmetry, so it's missing the y-intercept, that is going to be 0, 41. So 0, 41 is far, far away. So please just draw your parabola opens upwards. It's going to be f of x equals, it was 4 x of minus 3 divided to second plus 18. That's it. That's how you find or you finish your quadratic function.